Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand or small business owner? The secret is in powerful marketing and being able to create high quality videos that actually work, even if it's just with your smartphone. And don't worry if you have no idea about marketing or video creation, because I'm going to show you how. My name is Mary Vaughn. I'm a digital strategist with the US government, and I also run a marketing agency called Zoe Creative Studio. At the end of this video, you would have learned how to market your idea, your business, or your product effectively, and also you would have learned how to create high quality videos that work. So let's dive in. This is about 7 years plus of marketing experience working with different kinds of clients, big and small organizations that have condensed for you to enjoy and be able to implement in your business and personal brand. So please do me a favor and like this video so that many more people can see it, and it's just an encouragement to me. This is a brand new channel that I started, so I want to take it to at least 10,000 subscribers by my birthday in April. So if you can help me do that, that would be greatly appreciated. This video is divided into two parts. Part 1 is marketing. Part 2, video creation and editing. Every part of this video would take your life to the next level. I have 9 points to give you that will really get you started or get you going in your marketing journey. No matter what you're selling, whether you're trying to build your brand this year or you're trying to really start selling more of your products or services, this masterclass will help you greatly, I promise. Now, the first thing that you must do before we go into the real points that I made here for you all, you must identify at least 5 people in your niche, or even if they're not in your industry, but they create the kind of content that you like, or they do the kind of ads that you like. You have to note these people down, study them. I usually don't skip YouTube ads, especially the ones that catch my attention. I want to see how these ads were created. I want to see why it caught my attention. Was I able to watch till the end? Why did they hook me? Like, what did they use in the beginning portion of the ad? These are the things that help me refine my own campaigns. It helps me refine my own video creation. It helps me refine many things. The videos that you watch till the end, why did you watch till the end? Pay attention to the psychology behind these things. Don't just watch it. I just don't watch videos. I watch it and I'm like, oh, I see what you did there. Oh my God, I see. Causing me to watch till the end. Things like this will help you when you start creating content. It would help you when you start planning out your marketing, because now you're seeing like, oh, this works. People get to watch more of this. Wow, people comment when you say this. This is not to say that you will not be creative. You will just copy and paste everything. No, don't do that, because it is your own creativity that God has given you that will make you stand out. But I'm talking the foundation of things, understanding the different pillars, the different content ideas that work, the different formats that work, and then you can add your own creativity to it, your own brand story to it. I mean, we'll come to that much later. When you come across something that sparks interest or sparks creativity in you, save them, note it down. This will help you when you're coming up with your own campaigns or your own videos and things like that. I generally save videos inside of the Instagram app. I create collections there. When you click save, there's an option to create a collection. So whenever I see any ad that I'm like, ooh, this ad is good, I like the way they frame things, I like the way this happened, I'm just going to save it. And that will help me when I'm coming up with my own creative ideas. That will kind of just give me some inspiration going. I told you I have 9 points for you. This will be quick, but very, very packed. When you are starting out your whole marketing situation and you're really trying to start scaling things up, getting more business through your doors, or getting more people to engage with your videos, or getting your message out there more, these are the things you should do. These are not your conventional marketing things. Look into the KPIs and look into all these very technical marketing terms. These are things that even if you're a dummy, or even if you're someone who has never ever gone to marketing school, or you've never been into all of this deep marketing stuff, you will still be able to implement these things and take your business to the next level and be able to 10x or even 20x your business. Please pay attention. With every post, whether it's an ad or whether it's just a video that you create. We're going to put yourself in the client's shoes or yourself in the viewer's shoes. So somebody reached out to me and she wanted me to help her with marketing her business. She has like a braiding shop. And she told me that she had done some ads, but the ads were not working. And I asked her, what kind of ads did you run? She said, oh, she was running ads on Instagram. And I said, okay, tell me a little bit about the ad. Like, was it a video that, what was it? She said, oh, it was just a graphic with models on it that had their hair braided. And she just put her contact information. And I was like, no, ma'am, no, that cannot work. There are thousands of braiders just in your area, if I'm not mistaken. There are a ton of braiders everywhere. You cannot just put a graphic together, put some models on it, and then put your address and say people should come and braid their hair with you. There's no enough reason why I should come braid my hair with you. And now I was breaking it down. I said, listen, this is a better way to approach it. You either put something so compelling that will cause people to leave their braiders that they already braid with and come to you. Maybe a 20% discount on top of that graphic can make a little bit more sense than just a graphic that just has address and phone number and some ladies on it that have hair braided. She was also supposed to give a limited time offer on it. So giving people a sense of urgency that this offer goes away. Call now to book your appointment. So people feel like, wow, they're going to be saving, or it's like they're going to be gaining something really cool by booking an appointment with you, and not just me seeing like, okay, braid and your address. That doesn't convert. And it was clear because she said it wasn't working. Yes, it cannot work. And another thing was, I made mention to her like, listen, ads like this, you need videos. Videos are better performing than graphics. There's a quote that says, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, then a video is worth 1,000,000. Videos sell better. So if you have a small business, it's better to use videos to run ads. And always remember that you need to put yourself in the customer's shoes. Make sure that whatever it is that you're trying to put out there is something that can captivate you. If it cannot captivate you, it will not captivate the client. Whenever I want to post anything, I get to put myself in the other person's shoes, the person on the other side of the screen. So if I come across a video like this, am I going to stop scrolling to watch this video? If no, then something needs to change. They have to tweak it in some way because it's clearly not interesting. I like to critique my own video as if I don't know Mary Vaughn. I don't know who she is, and I just came across her video. She's like pausing before she starts her sentence. I don't have no time for that. I'm going to scroll past you. This thing I'm posting like this, if it was me that came across this thing, am I going to take out my credit card to buy this thing? If you start doing that, you realize that you most likely start refining your offers. You start refining your ads. You start refining your videos. You start realizing that a lot of your stuff is outright boring. If you want to take it a step further, you can even ask people that are close to you to take a look and critique it for you. That's a very good way to go about it. All right, now let's move on. Please, if you're trying to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online in 2025, you would have to start telling your story. I do not understand. A lot of business owners just get into the saturated markets and just do what everybody else is doing. You're just posting your logo, you're posting graphics here and there, and you're not showing your face, you're not telling your story. There's nothing that will help you stand out. Almost everything in the market looks the same. You're offering the same services as 1 million other people. So what will make you stand out is your unique story. It's your story. It's your brand story. How did you come about your business? What made you start your business? These are the things that make people connect to your business, and they will choose to buy from you other than somebody else just for that reason. Let your personality shine. Actually, recently we're working on a new client that we just onboarded. She is starting an event planning business. She's doing weddings. She's doing even destination weddings, and she's doing a lot of cool stuff. She's already been doing a lot of events, but now she's taking it to a whole new level. So she got us to do her whole branding, to do her website, everything. We had to just take her business from the ground up, because that's what we do. We're still actually rounded off with her stuff. And while I was talking with her, I was like, listen, we need to pay attention to your story. That is what will help you stand out in the marketplace. And now I got her to tell me why she decided to start this business in the first place. Now she started going on and on as to why she started the business. She said she was bridesmaid to many friends of hers. And every time she would see that the bride is so stressed out, the bride is overwhelmed, the bride is even crying, and things were just all over the place. And it was just a huge burden to her. She did not like that. And also coupled with her attention to detail, and also the fact that she just really wants to make sure that these brides do not worry about anything on their big day. They just enjoy the moment. She decided to start doing this event planning, and she also realized that it was just a gift. It was just an inner thing. She will always do events and people will be like, wow, this is so beautiful, wow, you did this, and it comes so naturally for her. So when she was sharing her story with me, I immediately started connecting to her and her business. I was already feeling a connection in my heart. Like, wow, if I want to do an event, I would want this lady to do my event for me. So that is what your story does. It doesn't have to be a very out of this world story. No, it has to just be a story of how you came about your business. You just have to find a creative way to tell it. Because if this lady comes up to you and says, I have an event planning business, and the reason why I started this business is because I saw a lot of mess when I attended events. It was just messy. I didn't like the way the bride felt. I didn't like the way things were chaotic. And so this my business is so that I can bring order to events, making sure that the celebrant is. Listen, when she explains this to you, you would choose her over somebody who just said, I'm doing events. I tell you the truth. That's the psychology behind it. So please tell your story, business owner. And even if you're building your brand, tell your story. Tell your story. That's what will make you stand out. Everybody is doing lifestyle videos. Everybody is doing cooking videos. Everybody is doing this. But if you incorporate telling your own stories, your own personal story, I tell you, people will be attracted to you. They will connect to you more. And when it's time for you to sell something to them, they'll feel like they already know you. And people have to know, like, and trust you in order to spend money with you. So please, please, please tell your story. One big thing that will help your marketing a lot, help you sell more, help you build your brand, help you 10-20x your income as a business owner. Come closer. Bring people along. Okay? Don't disappear and appear with a product. Don't disappear and appear. Do not do that. I don't care what it is. Bring your audience along. Even if you do not have an audience, it's actually an opportunity to build an audience. I study things a lot. The reason why I have mastered a lot of things with marketing is because I'm very critical. I study things a lot. I don't just come across things like that. I look deeper. I see what the layman doesn't see. And so I've realized that entrepreneurs who carry people along when creating their products or services, they get to sell out at launch. A great example to better illustrate this would be Erin on Demand. So Erin is a great entrepreneur. She's a YouTuber and she brings people along on her journey. She also teaches a lot of business tips, productivity, and all of that. So when Erin was about to launch a notebook called the Top 3 Notebook, she had to bring people along. She was showing us how she was designing the notebook. She was showing us how she was putting everything together, how she was sourcing it. She was showing us all of these things. And when it was time for her to launch this notebook, it was sold out. When you bring people along, they feel like they're a part of the project and they will buy this. I recently heard this lady, Amanda Ferguson. She said she made $200,000 a year just selling books. And she said one of the tips was that she brought people along. She said, don't just show up with a book or a book cover. You have to bring people along. That's why one of my books, passion project that I will be releasing in a few weeks, titled Good But Not Good For You, a guide to choosing your perfect lover. I've already started building an email list for that. I've already started telling my audience about that. By the way, if you are interested in figuring out how to choose your perfect lover, I'm not a relationship coach, but I'm someone who found her perfect lover. We've been married for 7 years, counting, and I found tips, that really helped me that I wrote in that book. So you can check out the waitlist in the description and be the first to know when the book is released. So that's how you do it. And this helps that by the time the book is released, there are already a ton of people who are ready to buy the book. Okay, so please do not just disappear and appear with a bunch of services or a bunch of products. Start bringing your people along. Tell them, hey, I was thinking about doing this services. People are asking me about this, so I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to be adding this service to our business, or I'm going to be launching this new product. This is how we're going to do it. What do you all think about the colors? Like, get them involved in it. You will be very glad you did. Don't just show up. They will not feel invested. They will not even share it. They'll just say congratulations, and nobody will buy. Okay, now let's move on. Add value. This one cannot be overemphasized. Please add value. Do not be afraid to add value to people. A lot of people are scared. They're like, oh, I don't want to give them free value because they're not going to pay me. No. Instead, when you give people value, they'll be like, wow, if she can give this much free value, what will happen if I pay her or if I pay him? Like, give people good stuff. If you're creating a lead magnet, don't create a lead magnet that is fluff. No, create a lead magnet that you should have actually charged for it, but you're giving them for free. And they'll be like, wow, it will be establishing your authority. It will be helping you gain even more trust, and it will turn into paying customers. I promise you, everything that you create should be value adding. Always remember that the content you create should be for the benefit of your audience for the most part. I understand that you can always create things that you like, but let it be an intersection of things you like as well as things that would help your audience. So you can like them, but then make it in a way that can help your audience. Include something in it like, oh, I went doing this today, just in case you're looking for a good place to go skydiving or whatever, this is where you can go. Here's the address. Find a way to add value to your audience. The more you're adding value to these people, it will get to a point where they're like, you know what? I just have to buy from this person. She's been really good. She's been giving me all the gems. He has been giving me all the gems. So please add value to your audience. Have that at the back of your mind that every content you create should be value adding. Don't just create content for the sake of it. It should have a purpose. It should add value to your audience. That is how to build authority. That is how to make your business the go-to place for solution. Add value and people would want to buy so that they can get even more value from you. Giving value doesn't stop people from buying. I heard this great entrepreneur say something. He said, when you give people a lot of value, they are going to still pay you, but that time when they're paying for implementation, because no matter how much value you give people, a lot of times they still need some form of help to implement what it is that you're telling them. So that is where they would then pay you in order to get the implementation. People just don't buy. It is said that people need to come across your products or services or posts about 7 times before they even make a decision whether they want to buy or not. So every time you create content, it should be content that actually adds value to people, that actually helps them solve a pain, that actually just gives them a quick win. That way they'll be like, wow, these people know what they are doing. This business knows what they're talking about. This person knows what she's talking about. And when it's time for them to spend money, they're going to come to you because you've already given them a lot of quick wins. Please create content that adds value. Paying attention to the questions people ask you, or the things that you have overcome, the things that you've done easily, the things that make your life easy. All these things, please create content around them. And if you're a business owner, create content snippets around the services that you provide. You're not giving them everything, but you're also not giving them nothing. You're literally giving them great value around the services that you provide. And then they'll be like, wow, I think these people know what they're saying. I think they're a thought leader in what they're doing. So let me go to them and pay this money so they can do it for me or for my family or for my business. I hope that makes sense. A lot of you will make this mistake, and I do not want you to make this mistake anymore. Add a point of view to your videos, especially TikTok, Instagram videos. Add a POV to your videos, okay? Just don't post a video where you're just typing on the computer and you're just sitting there and nothing. Like, add a POV.
God have mercy upon us.
Hello? Hello?
There are a lot of videos, the same kind of videos, but one is having millions of views and the other one is having a couple of views just because the person didn't write anything on there. A lot of you are very creative and you can creatively write how you see something. That way people can come commenting like, yeah, girl, you are right. This is so funny, or whatever it is. If you're a funny person, like one of my sisters, she's so funny. Add a POV on it, add a twist to it. And if you don't understand this whole POV thing, again, when you see these videos popping up on Instagram or whatever, save them and replicate them, adding your own twist to it. This will really make content creation easy because you can always just have a lot of footage, videos of you typing on your computer, videos of you doing anything, and then you just write something on it. You must not put on their POV, but then just write something on it, expressing your thoughts, expressing your ideas, using that to create quality content that still passes the message. Come closer. In this our marketing masterclass, I'm going to give you all the tea that you need in order to move to your next level. Okay, if you are selling, if you're trying to market something, trying to market a product, a service, a book, whatever, do not focus too much on advertising or showcasing the features. That is okay. However, you need to focus on how this is beneficial to the ideal customer. Focus on how this will be helpful and how this will make life easy for the person that buys it. For instance, a good friend of mine just wrote a book, very amazing book. She actually talked about me in the book, which was really cool. She did a video trying to promote the book and she sent me the video saying, hey Mariron, can you please take a look at this video? What do you think? How can I improve it? And I'm glad she was very open to scrutiny and to feedback. In that video, she was talking a lot about, oh, this book, you know, the color is very nice. The book comes in different, the book is somewhere on my shelf. So the book comes in different formats. There's the hardcover, there's this. She talked a lot about the different features of the book, which was not bad at all. But then I just made it clear to her that, listen, a lot of people do not care. That is harsh to say, but people do not care about that. All of the books I've ever bought, I really did not care whether it was in the hardcover, it was in whatever. I just needed, like, was this book helpful to my life? Was this book going to take my life to the next level? Or was it going to help me come out of the pain that I'm going through in that area? Those were the things I needed to know. Outside of that, I do not care. So this brings me to this point again. Please do not focus on the features of whatever it is that you're selling. Focus on how this thing can be beneficial to the end consumer. So a better way she would have done the marketing would have been focusing on a portion of that book, focusing on a particular thing she wrote in that book that can truly transform somebody's life. And then she talks about it and then finishes with a call to action that she went in depth on this topic in her new book, and she really thinks that this would be very beneficial and it would truly transform lives. So people should go get it on the different places where it's available. Always lead with value. Always lead with what they stand to gain. Always lead with what people stand to benefit and not with the different features that your product, service, or whatever offers. And this applies to services as well. Don't just come and tell me, oh, we're going to do this. We're going to take 8 weeks. We're going to do this. No, it doesn't really matter. Just tell me, like, what is doing this going to do to my business? What is doing this going to do to my life? What is doing, like, tell me how this will help me. That's the most important thing I want. Because sometimes when you even come saying, oh, we're going to take 18 weeks, we're going to do this, we're going to meet twice a week, we're going to do this. A lot of times people don't even have time. And immediately they're like, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I can't. I don't have time. But if you clearly explain how this will transform their lives, they will say immediately yes. Please find a way to communicate at a really low grade level so that everyone you come across can clearly understand what you do as a business or who you are as a personal brand. Do not try to use some kind of extra lingua that just doesn't help. I recently had a live training and I asked someone what they do, and she wrote like 4 or 5 sentences of things that I had no idea what that was. This is a potential customer you're going to lose. In fact, she wrote it in the chat, and all the people that were in that training, she missed them because some people in there would have loved to do business with her, but because of all that thing she wrote, I didn't understand, and I know a lot of people did not understand. So do not be that person. Please make sure that you're communicating at a really low grade level. People close to me understand what I'm talking about because I always tell them, like, what did you write like that? I pretend like someone who doesn't know you or know your business, and when I look from the outside, I'm like, wait, what is she talking about? And today I heard Alex Homozi, he's a great entrepreneur if you don't know him, making millions and millions in revenue. He said the same thing. He said even his YouTube videos, he makes sure that they are 5 grade level. Like when he's doing his intros, he makes sure that they're as low as that. No overly, like, no. He makes sure that even if it's a 5 grader reads it or listens to it, they'll be able to follow along. And if it's working, it's working. We don't have to reinvent the wheel. Please do not use like overly high level English when you're trying to communicate what you have to offer. There's this little girl, she claims to be able to make any video go viral, and that can be seen even with her YouTube channel. She has like millions and millions of views, and she has a ton of followers. Her shorts get like 4 million views, 5 million views, and they were asking her, she said she makes sure that each time she writes a script, she puts it in like a grade level checker. I don't know if that's what it's called, but she makes sure that it's like 5 grade level. Is it 5 or 3 grade? I don't remember, but 5th grade. I've been saying 5 grade the whole time. You all forgive me. My children are still very young, so they're not in, I don't know, they're still in like pre-K. She must make sure her videos are that low in grade level before she films it and before she edits it and all that. And it's working. She's getting millions of views, so it just makes sense. Please don't, when you're communicating, make sure that people can understand what you're saying. I don't mean that you should not be eloquent or you should not really communicate effectively. It just means that you can clearly explain to people what you do. And please, especially because a lot of people, they use industry lingua. They use things that only people in your industry understand. You use it to tell other people. Please, I'm just going to pretend like I heard you, but I'm going to just walk on past. But if I really care, I'm going to be like, wait, what is that? Don't do that. Explain it in layman's terms. Explain it in a way that people can understand. You're selling insurance for people, like, what's that called? Without estate, whatever. I forgot how they call it. And then you just tell people, oh, I do whatever. Like, break it down. What are you talking about? What is it about? Okay, break it down. Don't use language that only people in your industry understand and you're trying to tell the regular person you're trying to get to buy your product or services. It doesn't work that way. Okay, let's move on. Another big thing I'm going to emphasize here as we round off with our marketing part of this training is that, please, you can use paid ads. Okay, you can start using paid ads when you get to a certain level in your business, when you need more business. You realize that, oh, I have more bandwidth. If I run ads, I will have enough bandwidth to still, fulfill the client's services or to sell more products. When you have the budget and when you think you can handle more clients, start running ads. And one thing you must know about ads is that it doesn't just work automatically. You have to spend good money on ads in order for these platforms to gather your information, understand the people you're targeting, and then help you get to your ideal customers. Don't start running ads today and you expect results like this. It can happen, but most of the times, ads take time to work. Ads take time to really start making you money, and you should be okay with that. So if you're a business owner, you can save up money to start running ads, and you can run ads as low as $5 a day, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and also you can run Google ads. But remember that ads don't just work automatically. They don't just start working the same day you start running them. It takes time to even have like that traction where, you know, these platforms now understand very well the people you're targeting. Remember, you need to just create. You need to create content and put your business out there, put your brand out there. You need to just create. A lot of us do not need strategies right now. You just need to create more content. You just need to tell a lot more people about your business. You just need to create. Now, I'll say a quick story. Alex Hormozi, I think I've been listening to him a lot right now. Alex Hormozi said something. He said when he decided to start building his personal brand, he paid a lot of money to this coach to help him build his personal brand. This coach had a lot more followers on all platforms, was doing much better with his brand. And so he paid this person. And when they were having sessions, he now was asking the coach, like, okay, what can I do in order to grow my brand? What can I do in order to really take my brand to the next level? And what this man did was to pull up his accounts, and he told him, listen, you don't need any strategy. You need to create more content. A lot of us are too quiet about our business. A lot of us are too quiet about our personal brand. A lot of us are too quiet, and we need to just get out there and create. I will end with that on this marketing section. Please create content for your business so that you can get more eyeballs, you can get more people understanding what you're doing, and in turn get more leads. Now let's move on to the video creation part of this training. I am excited about this one. Now, learning how to create videos has completely changed my life. Learning how to create videos in a unique way has completely changed my life. And not because I know how to create Hollywood style videos. No, I don't. I don't know how to do that. In fact, to be honest, I don't really like the technicalities of things. So I tell you, my camera I'm filming on right now is on auto, because I don't even like to deal with the manual settings to do this and do that and organize this and organize that. I don't even like all of that. That's to tell you that you don't need all of that in order to market effectively, because people don't even care for like this overly produced videos anymore. I want to cover a critical part of video creation. Okay, I'm looking at my notes if I'm looking away. When you're doing a video that you want people to watch, the video should have 4 parts. Okay, I know a lot of people always say 3 parts, but I say 4 parts because I have studied a lot of videos, tons of videos, and I know videos that work. Your video should have 4 parts. You should have a beginning, middle, and the ending. And the 4th thing that it should have should be credibility. It should be something that makes you credible. Why should people listen to you? It should not be like, okay, you've made $7 million and so they can now listen to you. It doesn't have to be that. But it should be something that makes them listen to you. For instance, somebody can come on YouTube and say, oh, I did 1 year of research and I'm going to give you in 10 minutes. Immediately, I'm like, you know what? I want to hear what this person has to say. The person has done a lot of research. The person sounds credible to me. Or for instance, the way I started my video, I started it and then I mentioned the fact that I'm a digital strategist with the US government, and I'm also running a marketing and video production agency. And that would have kept a lot of people watching because they're like, yeah. And remember that the beginning has to hook people on. The beginning of your video will either make or mar your video. If you have to take hours trying to fine-tune the beginning of your video so that it hooks people and also gives them a promise that makes them watch till the end, that is worth it. Because if people cannot watch your video long enough, the platform is going to say, this video doesn't make any sense, it's not interesting, so therefore we're not going to promote it. So when you're creating videos for Instagram, for whatever, YouTube, whatever, just remember that the beginning is very important. And also don't forget to make sure that people can find you credible. mention something that makes you credible. Whether you're selling or you're not selling, people's time is valuable, so they want to be sure that you know what you're talking about. Every video should be like a movie. People should expect something at the end that will make them watch till the end. In this video, I mentioned that by the end of this video, you're going to have learned how to market and how to create videos, so that will make you watching so that you can get that end result. Make sure that your video has these components so that you just don't lose people in the beginning and never get them back. That's a big part of video creation, and that will now inform your decisions when it comes to the choice of words and also how you make your video overall. Let's talk about equipment. Let's talk about equipment for video creation. The biggest equipment that I use like 99% of the time is my smartphone. I use my smartphone 99% of the time. I'm not even lying. If you have a smartphone, there's no excuse you can give me. You have all it takes to create videos. I always advise people to not even buy a camera starting out creating videos, because you need to get a hang on actually shooting, editing, and being consistent with video creation first before you can invest into a camera. Because if you don't hone down on that, you're going to just get discouraged when you actually get a DSLR camera, because your camera will be a lot. I mentioned earlier that I'm actually using the auto setting on my camera because it's so complex to figure out all the ISO and all the things in the manual function, and I'm not using my camera to the best because I don't know how to use it. And that's why I would advise that you do not buy a camera starting out. Just film with your phone. The phone has really good quality, especially if you have like the latest Android and iPhones. I can only speak very well for iPhones actually, because you can really get good quality videos on your iPhone, like very good quality videos on your iPhone, especially using the cinematic option on the iPhone. If you use cinematic on your phone, you're able to really get very good quality video. And some people can choose to use choose to do their videos in 4K. I usually don't do that. I do it once in a while for YouTube videos, but I usually just do 1080p because I don't want to fill up a lot of space on my phone. And for Instagram and TikTok and all of that, 1080p is okay because the platforms, first of all, accept just that. If you do a video in 4K, I heard that they're going to still compress it to 1080p, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, the first equipment that you need is something to record videos with, and your phone is good. Your phone is really a good tool that you can use to record your videos. Let's talk about lighting. Okay, let's talk about lighting. Once you have a phone, you need good lighting. You need lighting. I saw a lady on YouTube, I think yesterday. She runs a small business and she has about almost more than 500,000 subscribers. And she said she doesn't have any artificial lights, that she literally uses just sunlight, and she pays attention to when sunlight is coming through her windows for her to film. And that's something you can take advantage of. For me, that can be hard because I mostly film when my kids are sleeping. Like right now is what, 3:48 a.m. They were already sleeping, but somebody woke up and they're out here with me. So just make sure that you are paying attention to the times that the light comes out and you are able to film using natural sunlight. It really helps. It goes a long way. It enhances your videos. It takes them from 0 to 100. I actually just used to use my ring light when I started out, but now I have another light which I'm going to link below in the description. And I have another old softbox light here which I don't usually use much. Just do what works for you. And now let's talk about tripods. Okay, I have a tripod here. I kind of have 3 tripods, you all. I have this one. I bought it on Amazon, I think for like $20 something. And I have another one that I really like. I have another one that I really like. This is what my phone is on right now. I'm going to include the footage of it. And another one that my camera is on right now, I'm going to include the footage of it. The one that my phone is on is really nice. It's very tall. I recently bought it. It's so tall that it can actually get footage of me like above me doing stuff, which is really cool. I can't wait to utilize that more and more. It's very versatile, and it's not only tall up, it has like a bending thing where you can bend it and use it to film different angles. So that's really cool. If you don't get a tripod stand, it might just discourage you from filming, because each time you want to film, you would have to set books up and position your phone or set stuff up, and your phone can easily break. So don't do that. Please find a tripod stand. There are very affordable ones on Amazon, even on TikTok shop, that you can get. I'm going to link some links in the description. Another thing, sound is so important, you all. Like, even if your video quality, people can forgive your video quality, but they can't forgive your sound quality. If they cannot hear what you're saying, then nobody would really want to listen to you. They would have to hear what you're saying for people to pay attention, or people to even keep on watching. So find a way to get good audio. It's so easy this day and age to get good audio. You can get cheap mic on Amazon for, there are some $25 mics that will literally cancel out the noise in your background. It really works well. This one that I have is not that cheap. I started using a cheap one some months back, no, maybe last year, but I decided to invest in another one, which this one is a little bit pricey. I think I bought it for like 200 and something dollars, but right now it has dropped. I think it's 100 and something dollars right now. It comes 2 pairs, and you can give your, if you have a guest, you give them one, you have one, and also it has the thing you connect to your camera, and it has the ones you connect to an Android phone or an iPhone, which is really versatile and it's so easy to use. So that's what I use. I'm also going to link that in the description for you all. We've talked about our lighting, we've talked about our audio, and we've talked about our tripod stands. It's very, very important. These 3 things is good. So if you're thinking about doing natural light, make sure that you can always catch the light when it comes out. Okay. Now for audio, you all, there's a way you can also clean up your audio. There is a tool that I use sometimes. It's called Adobe Audio Enhancer. It's really nice. It actually cleans up your voice. They give you 1 month free trial, and then after that you have to pay. So you can check it out. That might help you in case you film some videos without a mic and it's really bad audio. You can use Adobe Audio Enhancer. Understand what kind of video you want to make and plan the flow of it. This will be a lifesaver to you. It could mean writing down the script, or if you're like me, you're just writing down the key points and then you're going to expatiate on them as you get to that point. Or you actually write the full script. So even if you do not want to talk straight into the camera like I'm doing, understanding the flow of things and planning out your content in advance will help you decide the different angles to shoot from and the kind of clips to shoot, so that it will make your editing process easier. And for a quick tip, you are getting more clips is better. Getting more videos and getting more B-roll footage is really better. A lot of times I'm so lazy and I don't want to go through all of that. But the more clips you have, the better, because your video will be more interesting. And in this day and age, social media is so like, oh my goodness, and people do not have the chance to watch boring videos. And so when you make your video quite interesting, it will be so helpful, especially with different angles. It's going to be very helpful to keep their attention, to keep them watching for longer. Okay, so please plan out your videos, and script it out, or just put key points that you can follow as you talk. For example, I have on my laptop here key points that I'm expatiating on as I do this video. So that's what you do, even if it's for Instagram or if it's for YouTube like myself. A lot of times some people script it fully and then use teleprompters so that they can just read off of it. Teleprompters are not bad, but I like to flow like naturally, so I do not use teleprompters for now. I might use it in the future when with some videos that are more like robotic videos that don't need me to be more just natural. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, so if you want to use a teleprompter, you can do that. There are a lot of teleprompters. In fact, CapCut has a teleprompter you can use to just read off of. You can actually create your script and put it right inside of there and just read it out on your phone and people will not know that you're reading off of anything, because you'll be looking at the phone, like almost around the camera section. And while we're talking about that, I want to mention that if you're doing videos that you're talking to the camera like this, please make sure that you're actually looking at the lens and not yourself, because a lot of times you can be looking at yourself and not looking at the camera lens. When you look at the camera lens, it helps for the person watching over on the other side to feel that connection. They feel that eye contact. It's like you're talking to them directly, other than you looking at yourself, and it will be just awkward when they're watching it. You will not be giving them that eye contact, so pay attention to that. So after you figured out your equipment, you figured out your lighting situation, you figured out your audio, you figured out a tripod stand to use. By the way, if I did not mention earlier, please always make sure you wipe down your camera lens. Okay, do not film without wiping down your camera lens. Your videos will look crappy if you do not wipe down your camera lens, because you have a lot of makeup on your fingers, you have oily fingers and a lot of things, and then you're just touching your phone all throughout the day, and when it's time to film, you just pick it out. Wipe it down with a cotton, with a fiber cloth. It's going to really enhance your video. Before we film, we decide on the video topic that we want to film, and then we sketch out the idea. It will be so helpful when filming time comes around. We're about to move out of this house, and I didn't have any setup, I didn't have any filming area or whatever, but I needed this so that I could do my temporary videos here. So I literally just got a plant, and this bookshelf, I just put something, and then I put some light in the background like this, just so that it can give it something. I wish I had better lights. I'm going to buy something from Amazon to light the background better. Try to set up an easy background, or just buy a backdrop on Amazon, like a video background, or just wallpaper. Buy something and just stick to your wall. There are times when I've used wallpapers, there are times when I've used video backgrounds. I just use push pins and push it on the wall and set it up to film. Listen, nothing should stop you, okay? Find a way to reduce the barriers that you have to creating content, because the more content you create, the more online real estate you're creating for yourself, the more you're building your brand, and that will pay off a whole lot. You can literally create content and also remove the background and change the background inside of CapCut. I think I should do a whole video on that. When it's time to edit, after you film these videos, please cut out every unnecessary thing, okay? There is really no time for people to waste. Cut out all the ands. When you're going to be watching this video, all this, I've been doing a lot with my daughter. I'm so tired now. It's past 4 o'clock. I've not had a minute of sleep, but I'm going to cut out all the unnecessary things in this video so that you can watch it straight to the point. That's the same thing you should do with all your videos that you create. Don't keep no, people don't care. They will click off because people are busy. There are many videos available for people to watch outside of yours. So once you click on the CapCut app, this is what you're going to see. If you've never edited videos on this app before, you're not going to have where it says projects, because these are the previous projects I've worked on. So you're going to see where it says new project, and then it's going to show you other icons on the bottom where it just shows you some of the things that are possible in the app, like auto cut, retouch, enhance quality, auto captions. Don't worry about all of that for right now. So let's click on new project. So when you click on new project, this is where you can import the video that you want to edit. You can choose as many videos as you want. You can choose by selecting like this. However, I'm just going to choose one for the purpose of this video. I'm just going to click on one, and then I'll click add on the bottom right hand corner here. So here is it. The video came into my timeline, and this is where we can do all of the magic to enhance the video and make sure it's really good and ready for posting. So when I bring in my video, the first thing I would like to do here is to kind of scale out my video a little bit. So I'm just going to click on the video like this. And then if you can see, me moving this left and right on the bottom here, like this line. When I click on it, it highlights, so you can see the white border around it. If I don't highlight, it doesn't show anything. So I'm going to click on it and you can see it has highlighted the video, and it also shows on this bigger screen on the top here. I'm going to use my finger to kind of scale it up. There's another way to crop the video, but I'm just going to use my finger and hold it down like this here, and you see I can actually increase or reduce it. I'm going to increase it like this. There you go. So I've covered the view that I didn't like. So this now just makes my video look better according to me. So yes, that's that. Now the next thing I like to do is to just color correct my video and to just enhance my video quality before I move on to trimming it. The video doesn't look bad, but I think it can look better. So I'm going to click to highlight it again. Now when you highlight it, on the bottom here, you're going to see a lot of tools that you can use to work on the video. Okay, so there are so many things here. You can look, there are so many things here you can do. In the beginning it says edit. There's that edit icon, there's audio icon, there's text, there's overlay, there's effects, there's captions, there's transcribe, there's transcript, there's templates, aspect ratio. So all these things here you can use to work on this video. We're going to scroll and see where it says retouch. So I'm going to click on retouch, and then I'm going to click where it says face. So some of these things here will not work for you if you don't have the pro version. So everywhere you see like a little diamond on it, you don't have to use those, because if you're not subscribed to the pro version, it will not work for you. So the things you might be able to use if you don't have pro is probably just to smooth out your face, change the skin tone, whiten teeth or stuff like that. But I have the pro version, so I just do everything in moderation. I can do a plump a little bit, I can do the even out a little bit, I can do the clear blemishes a little bit, I can click smooth here a little bit again, I can do smile lines a little bit, dark circles a little bit, white teeth a little bit, and then don't forget to apply to all. On the bottom here where it says apply to all, make sure to click on that, especially if you have many clips, if you imported many clips. For me that doesn't matter because I have just one long clip, so it will not make any difference. And that's why I like to do this color correction in the beginning before I start, you know, trimming my video, just in case if I forget to click apply to all, my video will still be even. So let's still click apply to all here. It says current adjustments will be applied to all clips. I will confirm that. And then once I'm done with that, you see the check mark up here on the right hand corner. I'm going to click on it, and then here's my video. That has kind of enhanced a little bit. I think I like how it looks. It's not bad, but maybe I would, you know what, maybe I should do smooth a little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more, and apply to all. There you go. So that's that. Okay, good. Now the biggest thing that I like to do is to adjust the video quality some more by clicking on adjust here. This is where like color correction comes in. So when I click adjust, I'm going to click brightness. I'm going to take it to like maybe a 5, and then I'm going to click contrast. I'm going to take it to like an 8. Saturation, I'm going to take it to like an 8 as well. Sharpen, I'm going to take sharpen a lot more, and then I'm going to click on highlight. I'm going to reduce it to like -8. Shadows, I'm going to reduce it to like -8. Temperature, I'm going to reduce it to like -8. And yeah, and then I'll do this. Sometimes when you do this adjustment, it doesn't come on the bottom like this, but here it comes on the bottom. So in case you add another clip to your video, you will just have to drag this adjustment on the bottom. Let me delete this CapCut logo. The next thing we're going to do here is to start trimming this video. We have to cut out all the pauses just so that your video is straight to the point. A good thing I like about CapCut is that it has where it says transcript on the bottom here. So when we click transcript, it's going to actually transcribe the video, and you can edit it as a text, and also it will be able to quickly show you all the filler words, and you can delete them in one click. So let's see how it's going right now. Okay, so there you go. You can see that it has transcribed my entire video, and it's already canceled out some of the things, some of the pauses, and it says on the bottom here that delete 195 words. So it's telling me to remove filler words and all the pauses. So if I just click on delete, it's going to literally in one click delete most of the stuff. So we're just going to copy all this to this point, and then we delete it. Click delete on the bottom here, and then it has actually deleted that beginning portion of the video. So look.
Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand or small business owner? The secret is in powerful marketing and being
okay, so you can actually just look through the video like this and delete everything that you do not want. You can look through like this and so you can look through like this and actually delete everything that you do not want in the video. So that is really, really cool. Or if not, let me just go back here. So I'm just going to undo what we've done here.
Ow.
Oh, okay. So you can actually just scroll down like this and delete everything that you don't want by just doing like this. You literally just click on it, highlight, delete. When you do that, you're actually deleting that portion of the video. Anything you don't want, highlight, delete. Everywhere you see like this numbers is showing like there was a pause, just highlight, and delete, just like that, as easy as that. Okay, so I want us to go back to the video here. If we don't want to use the highlight delete thing, we're going to actually just have to listen to the video here and see where it actually starts.
Okay. Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online?
Okay, so here we're going to click here and we click split on the bottom here. We're going to click split on the bottom, and then we're going to just select that and delete it. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Let me go back a little bit and show you again. So you're going to listen to your video up until the point where you are starting the video, and then like this you click, and then you click split on the bottom here, and then you select the portion you want to delete and click on delete here, and that's it. It has been deleted. Now you can see that the editing I did on my face and all that, I have been clicking back. I've been clicking the back button until it has erased that. So be mindful. You don't have to, like, if you undo stuff, it will undo. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense, but anyway, let's leave that for right now. It doesn't matter right now. So if let's say you made a mistake in the middle of your video and you didn't want to delete it by clicking transcribed. By the way, the transcript thing works even if you don't have the pro version. It still works. So if you made a mistake somewhere in the middle,
would you wanna
okay, for example,
would you wanna
okay, I want to cut out where it says would you wanna. Okay, let's see.
Okay, would you wanna,
so let's start from where I started it. Would you wanna, and then I split here.
Would you wanna, okay,
and then I also split where before I start saying the right thing, and then I just highlight that and delete. So that's that.
Would you want to okay, would you want to 10, okay, would you, okay.
So I made a lot of mistakes. Would you want to, I finally got it right. So
the secret is in powerful marketing or small business owner, or even 20x.
Okay,
would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand or small business owner?
There you go. So it means I also have to delete these beginning portions because it doesn't matter. These are mistakes I was making before I started.
Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand?
There you go. So that's that with like trimming stuff. Don't forget, you can also just highlight like this and actually move it like this. So you can use your finger to hold this white area here and actually move it to delete stuff in the beginning and the end of your video. This can only work with at the beginning and at the end of your video. Let's delete this CapCut logo. So after you've cropped your video the way that you want and it fits well in the frame, and also you've made sure to remove all the pauses and everything that is unnecessary in the video, and also you color corrected the video and it looks good to you, now it's time to move on to add more interesting stuff that can make your video easy to watch or make people watch it longer. The biggest thing you can always add is text. Remember, people's attention span is really low. So when you add things like music, text, overlays, it keeps people watching for longer, and every platform wants people to stay on it. So if you can achieve that, it's going to get you more views and more people getting to watch whatever you have to say, possibly leading to more income and impact for you. So let's add text to this video. So you're going to click on the bottom where it says text, and when you click on text, you can click where it says add text. So I'm still wondering where I should add the text. Let's listen.
Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online?
I think 10x and 20x, and then income and impact. I think maybe I want that. So let's just add the text. Let's see.
Would you want to,
before it says 10x, I want to have that 10 there, and then I want to reduce it. See, I'm using my finger to increase or reduce the duration of the text. So I'm going to do like this, 10x. Hold on.
Would you want to 10x or even,
okay, so let's do this. Let it not be too long on screen. So hold on.
you want to 10x or,
okay, so this is 10x. I'll put it on my left hand here because that's the hand I was moving when I said that. Look at this.
would you want to 10x or even,
okay, and then where it says, before I want to say 20x, I want another text there. So I'm going to click on this first text here and just duplicate it. So if you scroll on the bottom here, there's a place where it says duplicate, or even on top of the text here, there is this thing that there is this duplicate here. I'm going to click that, and now I have two of the text. So I'm going to move this to where I'm about to
20x.
I'll click on it and then write there 20x. I don't know if you saw what I did there. When I clicked on the text, when you click on it here, there's a possibility to edit. So this pencil icon here just takes you to that. So I changed that. And also when you click on the text, there's a possibility for you to tweak it and make it how you want it. By clicking style here, you will see you'll see where to change the colors, you'll see where to change the font, you'll see where to just play around with it. So look at that.
Would you want to 10x or even 20x your,
so
20,
before it says 20x, I want it to pop, and also I want it to not be here. I want it to be where my second hand was moving when I said that. Let's see.
would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact?
Let me increase this font size a little bit. Okay, so look.
10x or even 20x your income and impact online.
So one thing that I want us to do here is to animate this text. Let's make it animate when it comes in. So I'm going to click on the text here, and then I'll look for where it says animations. I'll click animations, and then in animations, you can see on here it says in, out, and loop. Loop means it goes throughout the text, but out means when the text is going out, how would it be, and in means how does the text come in. So I want us to click pop. I think I want pop. Right? Okay, I think that's good. This pop up is still fine. Look at that. Look at that.
10x or even 20x your,
okay, let's do the same pop up for the 20x. Let's go to pop up. There you go.
20x.
And look,
this line on this bottom here shows how fast or how slow you want the animation to come in. So this, I'm just going to leave it like that. Let's look at
10x or even 20x your income and impact.
Okay, so the out animation, like how does the text go out? Let me see if I want to do anything for that. Let me see if we can do fade or maybe blur. Yeah, blur is fine. And also look at this. I'm going to reduce how much of that animation applies. So look at the red portion is the out animation, and look at what I'm doing. So let's see.
Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact on?
That didn't make any much of a difference, so I'm going to just leave it like, there you go. So now that we've added text to our video, another big thing that will work so well will be sound effects. So I'm necessarily not adding music to this video like overall. However, I can add sound effects to help with retention even more. So we're going to add some sound effects here. Inside of CapCut is really nice because CapCut has sound effects that work. So I'm going to click on where it says audio, and I'll click sounds, and then I'll search for pop sound. We use the pop animation, so we might as well just use the pop sound. You see where it says pop sound effect? Let's see. Let's do this one. I don't know, this is not really loud enough, but let me add the volume. Click on it. You see, it's just so tiny here. That's it. Then I'm just gonna add the volume all the way up and see. So let's see.
Would you want a 10x or even 20x?
There you go. Did you see what the difference it made? Adding that pop sound. Look at that.
10x or even 20x your income.
You see that?
Would you want a 10x or even 20x?
There you go. So let me duplicate this sound and move it. So instead of going to bring in the sound again, I'm just going to duplicate it and move it up. And move it. Remember, I want the sound to be in the beginning of the text. Look at that.
10x or even 20x your income.
Look, let me see.
Or even 20x your.
I think this did not do all the way in the beginning. There you go. I moved it a little bit. So
10x or even 20x your income and impact on.
And remember, I'm using my finger to move all these things. I'm using my finger to just hold down and move. Hold down and move. Hold down and hold down the look at that. That's the sound effect. I'm just able to use my finger to move it the way I want it. So let's see.
Would you want a 10x or even 20x?
Okay, so that's that. So let's just pretend you wanted to add music all throughout the video. So for some of you who are creating videos that you want to add music to it. By the way, we're going to talk about copyright-free music in a whole nother video. That's a whole story for another day. But you're going to click on where it says sounds here. And then you're going to search for the sound that you want, or you're going to click this file icon here, and then you're going to choose from your device or extract from video. So if you have a video on your phone, for instance, I always screen record things sometimes if I want to use the audio. So when they're screen recorded and it's in my phone as a video, I can click where it says extract from video, and I'll be able to get that from my phone. But we don't need that right now. I just wanted to show you all how that works. In fact, you can even bring a video from TikTok by clicking here. So that's fine. Okay, so look.
Would you want a 10x or even 20x your income and impact on?
Let's move on to transitions. Transitions are a good way to move from one point to another and just showcase, like just kind of switch things up. When people get bored watching, just when you're moving from one point to another, it's good to add a transition. So let's see where we can.
Online as a personal brand or small business owner.
There you go. After I say that, let me add a transition here. So one way to do it is by just splitting it. So I'm going to click split here on the bottom, and then I'll click on in the middle here, and transitions will pop up.
As owner, the secret is
yeah, that transition can work. So look, you have to just add a transition, figure out the one that works best. Now that I've added a transition here, I think I want to add a sound effect as well, so that it can just transition with the sound. I don't know what kind of sound we want to add here. Let me click add sound, here and maybe look for swipe. Let's see swipe sound effect. There you go. I think
the secret.
Okay, hold on. Let me move it all the way in the middle. Let's see. You see that it just actually adds some.
The secret is in powerful marketing and being able to create high quality videos that actually work.
There you go. So I like that.
The secret is in powerful marketing.
Another way to add some maybe transitions to your videos would be to click where it says effects. When you click effects, it says video effect. So there are many things you can do here. Look,
actually work. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how.
You see that? So there are really cool stuff
actually
that
work.
you can.
Don't worry,
you can
actually
do.
work. Don't worry, I'm actually work. Don't
Just
worry, I'm going to
just make sure that you're. Let me back this. I don't need this right now. Let me just. Yeah. And I've said it. If you see where it has a diamond, like a purple diamond icon, just know that it is for pro users. Okay, but the ones that do not have that icon, for example, this play, pendulum, all these ones that don't have it, you can use those if you are not having a paid subscription. Okay, so let's listen again.
Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand or small business owner? The secret is in.
Oh, what happened to our sound effect? I think I moved it. I was clicking back until I deleted it, so I will have to just redo. So you see these icons up here, these two back and these two icons that are facing are backing each other. That's either redo or undo, something like that.
Owner, the secret is in.
Let me move this a little bit back. Okay.
The secret is in powerful marketing and being able to create high quality videos that actually work.
So each time you listen to your video and you want to do something to it, just pause.
Don't worry.
As it's playing here, click and go pause, and then you can do whatever you want to do. Okay. We've added text, we've added sound effects, but let's add an overlay in case I'm saying something and I want to add a video on top of it just to further demonstrate what I'm saying. I'm going to click where it says overlay here on the bottom, and then I'm going to say click add overlay, and then I'm going to bring in a video inside of my phone. Let's say for example I want to bring in this one. Let's just click add. So I've just brought in a random video that I don't know, but the overlay I've brought in, the only difference is that it's not on the same timeline. It's actually on top of the video, but you can still trim it however you want. So let's say I don't want this too long, so I'm just going to click on it like this and then click split on the bottom here and then delete this part and then leave this one. Now what do I want to do with it? Use your finger on top and move it. You can either increase it like this, even though that reduces quality a lot, or I can just move it to the side. Let's say it was a book you were showcasing or it was a product you're showcasing, so I'm just going to put it on the side like that.
Videos that actually work.
So, or maybe you were doing something or whatever, just do. You can also play around with this, but remember you can determine how it comes in. That's how it animates in, so that look,
high quality videos that actually
it just came up in a very random way. It just came up in a not so nice way. So I'm going to click animation and then I'll probably click fade in.
Actually,
there you go. So look,
videos that actually high quality videos that actually work. Don't worry, I'm going,
and then I'll also make sure that it goes out nicely. I'll click animation. Oh, sorry. I'll click animation. I'll click out here and then I maybe click fade out. There you go. So you can see that it came in
videos that actually work. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how, even if you have no idea about how to market effectively or how to create.
See that? So yeah, so that's how you add animations to your that's how you add overlays to your videos. Add as many things as possible on top of your video to further demonstrate what you're doing.
So I added a few things to the beginning of this video again, just to make sure that people are hooked and can watch for longer. I'm going to show you here in a minute, but let's take a listen. Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand or small business owner? The secret is in powerful marketing and being able to create high quality videos that actually work, even if it's just with your smartphone. And don't worry if you have no idea about marketing or video creation, because I'm going to show you how. My name is Mary Vaughn. I'm a digital strategist with the US government, and I also run a marketing agency called Zoe Creative Studio. So by the end of this video, you would have learned how to market your idea, your business, or your product effectively, and also you would have learned how to create high quality videos that work. So let's dive in. This is about 7. Okay, so there are a few things that I did here. You see this? We already talked about this text that I added on it, but this, you can see I added something showing the money part of things. Let's listen. Your income and impact. Yeah, where it says your income and impact. So I got this from Canva. So I just went to Canva and I just got like a YouTube template, YouTube video template, and then I got a photo of this. Like I searched for money, something money in the assets area. I hope you understand what I'm saying, but it should be pretty easy to follow. I got this. You can get a stock footage or video from anywhere. I just wanted to demonstrate what I was saying concerning the money thing. And when I brought it in, I just added an animation for it to like animate really nicely like this. I already talked to you all about how to add animations, so we don't have to talk about that here. And also one other big thing that I did, okay, you see this flash here? This is also a transition. Instead of CapCut, there are so many transitions that you can add. So this is a transition like this. The reason why you don't see where I added like the demarcations where I added these things is because I already exported this video and I imported it back to do some things. Just don't worry about all that. But yeah, so this is where you add a transition. So this is the particular transition that
The secret is,
but I don't have to add that anymore. Yeah. But yes, the reason why you don't see the things that I added here is because I already exported this. So this is a transition. And another big thing that I did that you should also incorporate in your videos if you want to is this zoom in effect. You see that? See this? Your smartphone. Yes, it zooms in and out. So this is a really cool thing. It helps to grab attention and it keeps people watching for longer. So there are two ways to zoom in. First, if I want to zoom in this section, I can just click on it like this and I split. And then maybe I want to zoom it up to this point. I can split again. And then I hold this middle portion and just use my finger on top of this big screen here and just increase it. So this is how it will look. And being able to create high quality. You see that? It zoomed it in. But then, let me go back. But another way to do it is to use keyframes. So this is what they call keyframe. You click on your video like this, and then you click on this icon here with a plus. You click on that keyframe, and then you move it up onto where you want it to end, like the zooming effect to end. And then you're not touching the keyframe just yet, but you're just using your finger on top of this, on this big screen, and you increase it. Hold on. Increase it like this. See that? It's going to just automatically add another keyframe. So let's watch. Look at this. Marketing and being able to create high. Oh, hold on. Look at that. For marketing and being able to create high quality videos. Zooming in. I don't know if you understand that. We'll probably do more videos on specific editing techniques, but I'm hoping that this is making any sense to you. So I added the logo of my business here because it just makes sense since I was talking about it in the video. So that's an overlay. We already talked about that. And one thing that I also added, which I think is worthy of note, is music. I added music to the first 1 minute of this video so that it can really give that vibe. Like this background music in the beginning. Would you want to 10x or even 20x your income and impact online as a personal brand? Yeah, did you hear that sound? Background sound. So yeah, it just gives it that beginning heat that I want. And if you also notice where this pops up, where this this picture or this short video of this money pops up, I added a sound. I think it's a paper sound, something like that, but I added a sound to it. Listen. Income and impact. Yes, it just makes you know. So sound effects also just add a vibe. It makes it more interesting, if that makes sense.
Let me know if you learned anything from this video at all. I want to make sure that this video was really helpful and it showed you one tip or one trick on, you know, editing, hopefully. And then once you have done everything, you can click export here on the top right hand corner. Always make sure that you are exporting in the right settings. So you can export in 1080p, especially if it's like Instagram and TikTok videos and stuff. Even YouTube videos you can export in 1080p, but if you want really good quality, that would be 4K quality for YouTube. Instagram, it doesn't matter because they will still compress it to 1080p, but you can do 4K for YouTube, since people tend to also watch it on big screens. Just bear in mind that 4K would increase it would take up a lot of space in your phone. So now you just click export and that's it, the video export.
Remember, you all, these editing apps are quite easy to use, but you would have to use it. You have to practice video editing. A lot of you, your problem is that you do not practice. You've been learning how to edit, you've been watching all the tutorials how to edit, you've attended courses on how to edit, but you've never ever edited one video and posted it anywhere. You're not taking video editing seriously. You're not going to magically learn how to edit because you attended one very interesting masterclass on editing. All these masterclasses can give you is a foundation. You have to go back and actually do the work. When you go back and do the work, you get to improve as you do it. You get to do better. Every time you edit, you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe instead of adding the text this way, I should make the text animate. Let me add captions this time, or let me color correct my video this time. The more you're editing, the more you're going to get really good at it. So if there's any advice I'm going to give you right now, I'll advise you to start creating content and actually posting it. A lot of you will say, oh, I'm just going to edit it and leave it in my phone. No, if you do that, you're still not going to really learn because you're going to not take it seriously. Start posting stuff, create it and post it. Nobody really cares the way you think they do. So do that and you'll be amazed at how fast you're going to master the art of editing. Be creative. Just be very creative. Try to be creative. Think outside of the box and create. You know, video editing is a very creative process, and don't try to box things up like, oh, I'm going to just do this. No, try to be creative, okay? The more you try to explore and create, the better you become and you will do better videos. And now a cool part of video editing with almost all of these apps that I think will benefit a lot of you all that do not know how to edit, you're just starting out, is the templates portion of these apps. Whether you're using the VN video editor or you're using CapCut. CapCut is actually really interesting. It has a lot of templates that you can utilize. You'll be able to use these templates to customize for your own use, depending on whatever it is that you're creating, whether you're trying to market your business, whatever. Just type in what it is that you want to create, and you'll most definitely see templates in that regard. And all you need to do is to just switch out the photos that they have there, and you would have a video in a few seconds, minutes. Like, it will be very quick because something that somebody has already worked on, but you just come and customize it to be yours. Okay, so make use of templates. It's going to make life really easy for you so that you can still be having stuff to post while you're learning how to edit your vlogs, while you're learning how to edit your YouTube videos. If you want to do a get ready with me video, you can search for that you can search for templates like that, and it will just let you insert your videos and it will be good to go, you know, so that while you're still learning how to edit from scratch, you can be making use of that. Another big thing that I'm going to mention as we come to a close of this entire training is the fact that please just press record. I've mentioned it throughout this training, but now I'm still going to emphasize it. If there's anything you take away from this marketing and video editing training, it should be the fact that you have to press record. A lot of you give so many excuses. I don't understand. Like, why do you give those many excuses? I have 3 children. I'm literally up at 4:21 in the night trying to film a video so that I can just be a blessing to someone, okay? And these are the things that just light me up. A lot of people complain of depression because they are not doing anything outside of going to work and coming back. Please do the thing that God has called you to do. Press record, for goodness sake. Press record. Okay, do not sleep on those ideas anymore. You've been sleeping on that idea for so long. Please press record. Nobody will kill you. Nobody will come and say, oh my God, this is so funny. Look, you were looking crazy. Like, nobody, people don't really care that much. The impact you're going to make will be far greater, and it will be far better than the 1 or 3 people that will hate on you and criticize you for creating videos. Please press record, okay, and preach that gospel. Press record and grow that business. Press record and impact lives. Press record. Okay, press record. And a lot of you that are just hiding behind the camera, a lot of you are scared to show your faces. One of the things that will help you stand out in the market is your person, okay? Your person will help you stand out in the crowded market. There are a ton of people that are offering the exact same services that you're offering. The only way that you're going to stand out is you. Let's see you. Let's hear you. Let's connect with you as a person. You have no idea how much impact that will make when you start showing up and actually talking to people. I tell people, you choose what you post on the internet. Nobody is forcing you to post your love life, your marital life, your kids and everything. Nobody's forcing you. I don't post everything. You post the things that you want to post. All is that you're building your brand in the process of posting stuff. So do not sleep on that. Build your brand. Put out the message that is on your heart. It's been on your heart for so long. Somehow you wake up every day, consume 4 hours of scrolling. In fact, 8 hours. A lot of people scroll for 8 whole hours. You're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. You've been consuming a lot. Now it's time for you to create, okay? Be a blessing to the world, dear friend. You are talented. You are very intelligent. You're very loaded. Your experiences, your intelligence, and everything else, the grace on your life gives you a lot of experience, and it gives you a lot of credibility, and it gives you all you need in order to bless another life. The things you've overcome, they give you what you need in order to come out here and be a blessing to someone else. I hope that this encourages you to stop procrastinating and finally just press record. Thank you all so much. Share this video with as many people as possible so that they can learn how to market and learn how to create videos that work. I'll be doing a lot more tutorials, and I'm hoping that this will just be an opportunity to be a blessing to my world on another level. Don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. And until next time, remain ever blessed. I love you, and Jesus loves you more. Bye. Whew. I'm tired. Zoe, let's go. Mama is tired. Mommy is...